I've been writing about laboratories for a little more than 3 years. I was a staff writer for a news publication, and a coworker of mine was a contributing writer for a laboratory magazine. When his schedule became too full, he kindly recommended me to the editor, and I started writing then. When I'm not writing, I like to get out of the house because writing is a very lonely endeavor. So whenever I get a chance, I go out for walks in the city. I like to go listen to friends play flamenco music. I am an avid poetry performer. And whenever I can find a pool in the city, I like to go swimming. A good manager is never afraid to share his secrets because in many ways, the keys to a successful operation are not a secret. Everybody knows that you need a good staff and a well-trained staff, open lines of communication, and a nurturing environment. What's impressive about Bob is he was actually able to implement these factors. The result is a lab with a staff of only 35 that can complete more than 12,000 projects each year, and that's not a small feat. In my interview, what I saw that makes advanced environmental laboratories so unique is how they treat each and every customer. The projects of each client, whether they are a multi-million-dollar corporation or a small home builder, are handled with care and expertise. In the article, Mr. Dempsey talked about communication being a key factor in the success of advanced environmental laboratories. It's actually very simple. Communication is probably the most important factor when trying to run a successful operation. It's really quite simple. You can have the most talented and brilliant staff or the most sophisticated equipment, but if the staff can't communicate amongst themselves or to the clients, their efforts and their time will go to waste. As Bob mentioned, and I've heard from almost every manager that I've interviewed, communication is probably the most important skill set that a manager can utilize. In my interview with Mr. Dempsey, he mentioned how much he truly enjoys his work at Advanced Environmental Laboratories. This he attributes to the owner of the company, who Bob says is a very kind and generous person, and he treats everyone very fairly. This general positive attitude from upper management has a trickling down effect down to Bob Dempsey and then to the staff. And most importantly, this positive attitude translates to the clients. This is the reason Bob says the company has been able to grow and be so successful for the past 15 years.